Good afternoon, my awesome friends and followers of the channel. Thank you to all of you that contribute towards the channel, whether you like, share, or comment. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? It's free. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was a great day for me, for many, many reasons, but one in particular was this. The book entitled arrived at my home. And I've had a chance to go through, and I'm going to do it in slow time. I've read the introduction. I've read what Andrew Lowney, the author, has written in his introduction. And there's a few things, a few alarm bells, a few red lines. Now, I don't mind reading about this, about the royal family, and letting you know it's no secret that I have always supported Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, because he used to be my Commander-in-Chief. Or should I say Colonel-in-Chief of my regiment, the Royal Irish Regiment. Now, if you didn't know, I will elaborate. See that picture? On the 6th of December 2006, I was invited to Buckingham Palace for my investiture, which is where I was awarded the Military Cross by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Now, because Prince Andrew was my Colonel-in-Chief, he was excited that someone in his unit had been awarded a Military Cross. So, after I had been given the medal and I was walking through the corridors of Buckingham Palace looking at the wonderful paintings on the wall, one of the side walls opened up. For those of you that know Buckingham Palace, you'll understand this. And a man came out wearing a suit and he said, "Mr. Colt, can you come with me, please?" And I says, "I'm with my parents." He says, "And your parents?" And we went through the side of the wall and the wall closed. We then walked to this massive, it looked like an American lift, massive cage, middle of the floor. And we got in there and there was his staff in there. And we went upstairs to Prince Andrew's private quarters where he had laid on, probably taxpayer funded, but even so, he had laid on canopies and sandwiches and champagne for me and my mother and my father to celebrate. And he left a note to say he couldn't be there, he was on an engagement. Later on, I found out that he was actually playing golf in Scotland, and he, well, probably couldn't be arsed to give up his golf tournament, could he? Anyway, so that was my first engagement. Now, the second engagement when I actually met Prince Andrew was in my camp in Turnhill, where he turned up one day after my second Operation Herrick tour. I just returned from Afghanistan and he turned up. And this is why I'm wearing this tie. Because when he did turn up, he came and he met me and he shook my hand. He said he was sorry for not being there. But also, my name got called out in battalion. In front of the whole battalion, I had to march forward. I had to halt. I had to salute the Colonel-in-Chief, and he presented me, he gave me this tie. Now, this tie was meant to be my regimental colours because I had represented my battalion for about 15 years by then, and they didn't have any colours to give me. So Prince Andrew gave me this tie. So if you are in the Royal Irish Regiment, you're watching this video, I've been waiting for my regimental colours for 17 years. I've given up with my old unit. Anyway, so, who better to critique the old Colonel-in-Chief of my unit than one of his men? Now, I have looked at the introduction of this, and it's quite, it's hard-hitting. Andrew Lowney says that when he was going to write this book, he approached the Duke and Duchess of York to ask them would they like to be involved and help with the narrative. He asked could they get in touch with their friends and colleagues and asked could they help with it to make this book come out. It could have come out the way they wanted. But straight away, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson decided they wanted nothing to do with it. In fact, they actually got lawyers involved and they sent lawyers and legal letters to Andrew Lowney's publisher before it had even been published. It's also said in the book that Sarah Ferguson then started monitoring Andrew Lowney's social media. Friends and colleagues, well, friends of and childhood friends and sweethearts that knew the Prince and York, isn't it? The Duke and Duchess of York, yep, were told not to comment. A lot of their staff had to sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, so they wouldn't get involved. Andrew Lowney says he approached over 3,000 people for help with this book, and only a small percentage got in touch with him. Quite sad, isn't it? This book so far shows you how Prince Andrew and his wife used their royal connections to deliberately connive, finance themselves, underhandedness, betrayal, lust. It's all in there. And that's just the introduction. I'm really looking forward to getting in to the first part of this book. But Andrew Lowney has shown us the length and breadth that he has went to get this book published. Lots of people have been walked on, stepped on, and abused mentally for Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson to get where they are. In here it talks about Sarah Ferguson, who could not help being tempted for anything. She desired money and power, and in here it says that she would do anything to achieve it. Anyway, I am really looking forward to getting into this. I will let you know after I've read a couple of chapters where it goes, and but so far it looks amazing. There's photographs in here. Look at many things. 1, 2, 3. There's photographs in here, and it's hard. When I hear the things about Jeffrey Epstein and about Prince Andrew being involved with him in photographs and like such stories, the photographs in here of Prince Andrew, always with a new person, a new lady. It's astounding. Where he came across as a ladies' man, and yet I'll leave it for you. Anyway, listen, thanks for watching my video. Like and share, and I will keep you up to date. Next video, I may not wear this tie that Andrew gave me, actually. Anyway, listen, take care and have a wonderful day.